If I was starting my personal and spiritual growth journey for the first time today and wanted a big boost in 1 month to level up my mindset, experience deep change, and reconnect with who I am on a soul level, these are the 5 exact steps I would take. These steps don't require a ton of money, fancy equipment, or endless time. They are real, powerful shifts that will launch your self-development, self-care, and spiritual growth journey starting right now. Now, before we get started, gently hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hi everyone, I'm Esther Barkew. For over 21 years, I have been helping people who feel stuck, unfulfilled, want to reconnect with who they really are, feel enough, silence the inner critic, heal the inner child, and build confidence to create their dream life. Want to know more about my work? Check out the link below. Now, let's get started and dive into 5 steps I would take today if I was starting my personal and spiritual development journey for the very first time. Step number 1, live a circadian lifestyle. This is one of the most powerful and yet overlooked foundations for self-development and spiritual growth. In fact, I overlooked it for the majority of my life because I did not know about it. If I wanted a personal growth kickstart, I would start living a circadian lifestyle right now, which simply means living in sync with the sun and the seasons. You get up with the sun, you go to bed with the sun, and you live according to nature's rhythm, eating locally and seasonally. Whether it's winter, spring, fall, summer, dry or rainy season, hot or cold, our bodies, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual bodies, were beautifully and perfectly designed by God to live this way. The sun is not just a source of light, it's a source of life. It's how our bodies generate energy, balance hormones, experience optimal health, well-being, longevity, and even receive higher wisdom and guidance. In the spiritual community, we often say things like, I am light and I am connected to Source. And yes, through the spirit that dwells inside of you, you are connected to Source, birthed from Source. And here's the deeper layer that I've come to know. That connection is optimized and deepened when you plug into the light of the sun. The energy, the information, the downloads of the universe, they come from our source through the sun, that beautiful divine light. I discovered circadian living in 2021, and I wish someone had explained it to me sooner. Oh, I heard people say things like, get up early, just like the monks do, or go to bed early because the body heals at night. But those concepts were never explained to me in the context of circadian rhythm and biology. When I understood that this rhythm connects me not just to better health, but to God, Source, and universal wisdom in a deeper way, I jumped on board the circadian train, and I've never looked back. If I was starting all over again, I'd make circadian living a non-negotiable part of my life as it is now. Living this way will change your mood, energy, purpose, outlook, your desires. And many of the issues that you're working on right now to create change will naturally ease or fall away. If you would like me to do more videos about circadian biology, please let me know in the comment section below. It's one of my passions. Number 2, and this step goes hand in hand with circadian lifestyle as the top 2 practices to kickstart your personal growth journey. Both are equally important. Do a deep dive into your core beliefs, because what you believe is what you create in your life is not just a snappy saying. Belief powerfully shapes the world you experience and live in. Everything you experience flows from what you believe. So, for example, a student who believes that they are good at math is more likely to pay attention to success, study harder, perform well, enjoy numbers and finances, which reinforces their initial belief. A student who believes they are not good at math likely experiences doubt, anxiety, I can't type of thinking when it comes to anything related to math, numbers, money, finances, and then that directly impacts their life. Oh, you can say affirmations and think positive thoughts all day long, but if deep down you carry a belief like, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, things never work out for me, your subconscious will cancel out that positivity every time. When I began my focused personal growth journey, I cried out to God and said, if you're really there, like everybody tells me, please help me. And what happened next is what I refer to as magic, miracles, and synchronicities all happening within 24 hours. And I was guided straight to belief work. My very first inner work session was focused on uncovering and changing core beliefs and the systems that they create, with the same methodology that I still use on myself and with my clients today. Changing beliefs isn't glamorous. It's not as exciting as talking about manifesting or visualization, but this is foundational work. It's the root system that determines how your life grows. I was fortunate that I did start my personal and spiritual growth journey focusing on core beliefs. And if I was starting over again, I would definitely get serious about identifying limiting beliefs, the ones sabotaging my health, relationships, abundance, purpose, and everyday enjoyment, and transform them quickly. Number 3, quit alcohol, and I'll add any other numbing substance. If you drink alcohol, quit for the first 90 days of your personal growth journey and watch to see what happens. Whether you drink every day or just casually, maybe you use weed, prescription meds, or food to cope, this step will change your life. These substances may feel relaxing or comforting, but they numb your awareness and make it harder to receive guidance, to hear your intuition, to make solid choices and stay present. Personal and spiritual growth requires clarity. You can't expand your consciousness if you are constantly dulling it. Now, if you're listening to this and you hear yourself saying, but I can't give up my wine, or Esther, I need something to take the edge off. Well, that's valuable information. It shows you what has control over you, the alcohol. Instead of judging it or yourself, get curious. Ask yourself these questions. What do I believe the alcohol provides for me? What am I afraid will happen if I don't have the alcohol? What feels too hard to face without it? Those questions lead directly to your beliefs and emotions that require attention and healing. When you address them, the habit often falls away naturally because you just no longer need it. Number 4, detach from groupthink and the collective fear. Now, this one is powerful. I would make sure I detached from groupthink, or as I call it, the collective consciousness, as quickly as possible. Now, don't get me wrong. Collective energy can be amazing in certain situations. Think of being in a stadium, cheering for your team. Everyone's energy merges. It's uplifting, empowering, electric. But when that same collective energy is rooted in fear, worry, or negativity, it pulls you down. So detach from that energy in the collective. Also, what about the people around you, the people you hang around with, work with, your family? What does their group think? Are they positive, uplifting, and solution-oriented, ready to support you? Or do they engage in a lot of grumbling, naysaying, and negative perspectives? Now, here's a deeper layer on this point. As you start changing your beliefs, your habits, and expanding your awareness, some people will celebrate with you, and others will question you. They might call your growth weird or selfish or unrealistic. But remember, people who don't support your growth often need you to stay the same. Why? Because if you change, they have to face the possibility that they will have to change as well, and that is very uncomfortable for them. For example, let's say you're a people pleaser and you decide no more. The people who you have been people pleasing are not going to like that decision. They want you to people please. They want you to keep affirming them, doing what they tell you, saying yes to everything instead of no, making them feel worthy. When you stop playing that role, they may push back. Don't take it personally. Detach with love. Stay focused on your path and surround yourself with those who support your growth and evolution. And number 5, give yourself grace. Unfortunately, I missed this practice at the beginning of my personal growth journey, but I do it now. Give yourself grace. A personal and spiritual growth journey is not a quick fix. You're not going to unravel a lifetime of conditioning, trauma, or old patterns in 1 week, 1 month, or even a year. But every bit of consistent effort builds momentum. Change starts small, then grows like a snowball rolling down a hill, picking up power as it rolls. Give yourself time. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. And here's another layer connected to grace. As you do deeper work, you will remember things from your past, choices, words, or moments that make you cringe. You know those cringe moments when you feel a flush of heat move through your body, your face scrunches up, your chest curls inward, right? And you feel this wave of, embarrassment, shame, guilt. That's energy that's been embedded in your body, what is called trauma. Trauma is not the event. Trauma is the emotion or energy from the event that has been unexpressed and lingers in your body, attracting more of the same. Those cringe moments are fueled by emotions. Emotion that was once buried inside of you, now rising up to be acknowledged and released. Don't push them back down. Breathe them out. Dance, jump up and down, shake your arms and legs. Let the energy move out of your body. And when you experience these cringe moments, give yourself grace. Be compassionate towards yourself, understanding and loving. Tell yourself, yes, I did that way back then, but that was me who didn't know better. I've grown. I'm choosing differently today. And give yourself the grace that you would give your best friend. If your friend came up to you and said, I can't believe what I did back then. I am such a terrible person. Would you say to them, yes, you're a terrible person. Why don't you go hide in shame? Of course not. You would say something like, you were doing your best, you've learned, and you're different now. So do that for yourself over and over again. Grace is what allows growth to take root. Now, I'd love to hear from you. If you were starting your personal growth journey today, what's one thing that you would do differently? Share it in the comments below. We can all learn from each other's wisdom and experiences. And if you're feeling ready to go deeper, to release fear, shift patterns, and truly expand into who you were created to be, let's work together to make it happen. I've been helping people for over 21 years to release the inner blocks in order to create and live the reality that excites them. There's a link below to my sessions for more information. And before you book, please reach out to me and let's talk. Let's make sure we are the right fit. My work is deeply personal, and it's important that you and I are a good match. Oh, and be sure to check out the video that's popping up on the screen right now. If you found benefit from this video, the next one is going to be a perfect complement. YouTube and I picked it out just for you.